What if I told you that 80% of the repetitive tasks you do every single day could be running on autopilot without you touching anything? I'm talking about emails sorted, social posts scheduled, leads followed up with, content repurposed, and your calendar managed, all while you focus on the work that actually matters. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up, step by step, using Make, Calm, and the ChatGPT API. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 automations that save you 2 to 3 hours every single day. Let's build it together. Here's the problem most people don't talk about. The average knowledge worker loses 3 to 4 hours every single day to repetitive tasks. Emails, scheduling, data entry, social media, follow-ups. None of it is high-leverage work, but it all has to get done. That adds up to 20 hours a week, 1,000 hours a year. That's half your working life spent on stuff a machine could handle. And here's the worst part. Because these tasks are scattered across different apps, you don't even notice how much time they're stealing. You check your inbox real quick and lose 30 minutes. You draft a social post and lose 20. You update your CRM and lose 15. By 10 a.m., your day is already fragmented. Automation fixes this in 3 ways. First, time savings. You get hours back for deep work, strategy, or actually living your life. Second, consistency. A machine never forgets a follow-up, misses a post, or skips a step. Third, scale. One person with a good automation stack can produce like a small team, but most people make one big mistake. They try to automate everything at once and get overwhelmed. In this video, we're going to build one connected system with 5 automations. Start here, expand later. Before we build anything, let me show you the stack. It's only 2 core tools plus a few free apps you already use. Tool number 1 is Make, Calm. Think of it as the wiring between your apps. It has scenarios, that's what Make. Calm calls workflows. Each scenario has modules, the individual steps. Some modules are triggers, which start the workflow. Some are actions, which do things. And routers let you split one workflow into multiple paths. Tool number 2 is the ChatGPT API. This is the brain. It reads data, makes decisions, writes content, and classifies information. Then we have webhooks. A webhook is just a message one app sends to another when something happens. For example, when someone books a meeting, Calendly sends a webhook to Make, Calm, and Make. Calm instantly starts a workflow. Finally, the data layer. I use free tools like Google Sheets, Notion, or Airtable to store information the automations read and write. That's the whole stack. Make, Calm moves the data. ChatGPT reasons about it. Webhooks trigger it instantly, and your free tools store it. Total cost to get started. Make, Calm has a free tier with 1,000 operations per month. The ChatGPT API might cost you $5 to $10 a month if you're running heavy volume. For most personal automations, it's basically free. Calm sends the email subject and body to the ChatGPT API with this prompt. Classify this email into one of these categories: urgent, newsletter, spam-like, or needs reply. Return only the category and a 1-sentence reason. Then Make. Calm uses a router module to handle each category differently. If it's urgent, Make, Calm sends me a Slack or Telegram message immediately. If it's a newsletter, it's archived and tagged read later. If it's spam-like, it's archived without notification. And if it needs a reply, Make, Calm creates a draft response using another ChatGPT prompt. Draft a polite, professional reply to this email in 2 to 3 sentences. I review and send. The key insight is that ChatGPT makes the decision, but I keep control of the final send. This one automation saves me 45 minutes every single day. If you only build one thing from this video, build this. When it finds a new idea, it sends the idea to ChatGPT with this prompt. Turn this content idea into a LinkedIn post. Use a strong hook, 3 short value points, and a clear call to action. Include 3 relevant hashtags. Make, Calm then sends the output to Buffer or directly to LinkedIn or Twitter and schedules it for the optimal time. But we can go further. I also have a separate automation that monitors comments. When someone comments on a post, Make, Calm grabs the comment, sends it to ChatGPT with, draft a friendly, helpful reply to this comment in 1 to 2 sentences. Then it notifies me with the suggested reply. I can approve it with one tap. This saves another 40 minutes a day and keeps my posting consistent, which is the hardest part of social media. Then it sends the lead info to ChatGPT with this prompt. Based on this lead's source, industry, and expressed interest, write a personalized follow-up email in a friendly, consultative tone. Keep it under 100 words. But here's the important part. Before sending anything, COM uses a router to categorize the lead. Hot leads, people who explicitly asked for a call or demo, get the email sent immediately plus a Slack alert to me. Warm leads, people who downloaded something or showed interest, get added to a 3-email nurture sequence. Cold leads, people who barely engaged, get tagged nurture and enter a long-term value sequence. The CRM, whether it's Airtable, Notion, or HubSpot, gets updated automatically with the lead status and next touch date. This saves about 35 minutes a day, and more importantly, make sure no lead ever falls through the cracks again. Automation number 4 is my favorite because it multiplies the value of everything I create. It's content repurposing. Here's the problem. You write one blog post, make one video, or record one podcast, and then it dies. To get more mileage, you have to manually rewrite it for Twitter, LinkedIn, newsletters, and so on. That takes forever. This automation does it for you. When I publish a new blog post, COM grabs the URL or transcript. It sends the full text to ChatGPT with this prompt. Summarize this content into 5 tweet-sized takeaways, one LinkedIn post of about 100 words, and a 150-word email newsletter blurb. Match my tone, direct, practical, no fluff. ChatGPT returns all 3 formats. Then COM uses a router to send each format where it belongs. Tweets go to the Twitter queue, the LinkedIn post goes to the LinkedIn queue, and the newsletter blurb goes to my email tool or a Google Doc for review. I spend 0 time rewriting. This saves me roughly 50 minutes per piece of content, and if you publish weekly, that's over 3 hours a week from one automation. Automation number 5 handles your calendar and meetings. The obvious pain is scheduling back and forth, but the real-time killer is everything around the meeting: prep, reminders, and follow-up. This automation handles all 3. When someone books a call through Calendly sends a webhook to COM. It sends the meeting details to ChatGPT with draft a brief follow-up email summarizing the meeting purpose, thanking the guest, and suggesting one clear next step. The draft lands in my inbox for review. This automation saves about 30 minutes a day and makes every meeting feel 10 times more professional. Your future self and your clients will thank you. Now let's actually build something. I'm going to walk you through automation #1, the email triage system, click by click inside COM. First, log into COM and click Create a new scenario. Search for Gmail and select the Watch Emails module. This is your trigger. Connect your Gmail account and set it to watch for new emails in your inbox. For testing, limit it to 1 email at a time. Now click the plus icon and add an OpenAI module. Choose Create a Completion or Create a Chat Completion depending on your plan. Paste in the prompt we covered earlier. Classify this email into one of these categories: urgent, newsletter, spam-like, or needs reply. Return only the category and a 1-sentence reason. Map the email subject and body into the user message. Now add a router module. This splits the workflow based on ChatGPT's classification. Connect one branch to a Slack, send a message module for urgent emails. Connect another branch to a Gmail, move to label or archive module for newsletters. Connect a third branch to a Gmail, create draft module for emails that need a reply. In that branch, add another OpenAI module to draft the response, then feed the output into the draft. Finally, click Run once at the bottom of the screen, send yourself a test email, and watch the scenario execute step by step. If something breaks, click on the module bubble to see the exact error. Fix it, run again. Once it works, toggle the scenario on and set the schedule to every 15 minutes. One more pro tip: create a simple Google Sheet with columns for email, category, action taken, and timestamp. Add a final module in each router branch that logs the result. This gives you an audit trail and makes debugging 10 times easier later. Congratulations! You just built your first AI automation. Before you go build 10 automations, let me give you the advanced tips that separate working systems from broken ones. Tip number 1. Always test with sample data before turning anything on live. Use make. Comms run once mode and inspect every module output. If a module returns unexpected data, trace it backward to find where the input went wrong. Tip number 2. Add error handling. Enable retries on API modules. For high-volume tasks like classification or simple drafting, use GPT-4 Omni instead of the larger models. It's cheaper and still excellent. Tip number 5. Never paste your OpenAI API key directly into a module description or share it anywhere. Use make. Comms built-in connections. And tip number 6. Review your automations weekly. Prompts drift, tools change, and your workflow evolves. 15 minutes of maintenance saves hours of cleanup later. That's the system. 5 automations, 1 stack, 2 to 3 hours saved every single day. Email management, social media, CRM follow-up, content repurposing, and calendar scheduling, all running in the background while you focus on what actually moves the needle. If you want the exact ChatGPT prompts and a blueprint for each of these automations, I put together a free AI automation starter kit. Link is in the description. Hit subscribe and the notification bell because next week I'm showing you how to turn these same skills into a service business and sell automations to clients. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 automations would save you the most time? I read every single one. Now go build your first scenario. Your future self will thank you.